Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Temple Owls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Temple's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the tailback. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season. And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. You got to see that today.
They'll run the sneak for it. And the Canes are marching down the field. Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, throws
toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Potts. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen.
Ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Going to sling it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Temple lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Quick release by the QB. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Then some. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. They've gotten off to a... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. Turning it on. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Potts. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They just keep firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Makes his man miss. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Sets up the screen. Plows through the defense. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Complete to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into 1st down.
1st down, Temple.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 7 over Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Finds a tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Going with the ground game left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Faulkner. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Potts. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. At the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense drags him down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Now they'll run the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner is stopped. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Finds a man on the right. The spin, still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Touchdown, Canes! Fit it in the window for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Temple lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Potts. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Maryland.
They'll give it to the back.
It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls and fires complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
1st down, Temple.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try the jet sweep here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want a quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The Canes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second, because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible, because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, what a cut! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Now on second down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. Quick step and go. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It'll be a draw. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Oh, he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Faulkner. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Temple lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's a draw. Look out, he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Potts. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
On to punt it away.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll run it on 1st and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.